9310 the Sam Silk Show. And today, as I mentioned early on the show, she is here. Evelyn Champagne King. What's up, Queen?
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Just living life.
Yes. Man, so glad to have you and
Thanks
your
for
husband
having
here,
me.
Freddie, with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is what we call royalty, y'all.
Absolutely.
So soundtracks, music, timeless music.
Yes, thank God. It's been a long due.
Yeah, the hits keep on rocking out on the radio, rocking out at parties, rocking out the clubs.
Yes.
Okay, even on the house music side, you know,
Yes.
originally from Chicago, so you know.
Oh,
okay, and you've been honored right here in the
I know.
land.
I'm so blessed, and
Yeah.
I'm grateful, and I appreciate it, and I'm all excited
Yeah,
to be there and see the other, see Enchantment,
yeah,
of course, and the
Yeah.
other people out there doing their thing, and just making sure that I say thank you to the people for
Yeah.
thinking of me.
yeah. And your career, man, you've done so much. What has you? I'm gonna give you three because I know it's a lot.
Okay.
Give me the three things that you really enjoy about your career.
Number one is doing what God has gifted me with,
Yeah,
and that's singing.
yeah,
Number one, honestly,
uh-huh.
is having my parents make sure that I'm doing what I love. My father was, he worked with the harp tones. He was a stand-in.
Let me get you a little. Pull that mic a little closer. There you go.
He was a stand-in tenor,
Yeah.
and he also played guitar,
Okay.
but he sang for the harp tones,
Yeah.
and that was his thing. So I followed his footsteps. Uncle Avon Bubbling Brown Sugar, that was my uncle Avon Long.
Man, you got
So it's in the family.
This in the fam.
Yes.
It's in the fam.
And having a whole family of King brothers,
Uh-huh.
6 brothers and an older sister,
Oh, wow.
that we all had King Amateur Hour.
Yeah.
So that's my first blessing.
Yes.
And knowing that I learned from that.
Yes.
The second blessing is entertaining for the people.
Yeah.
And that is something that I just love.
Yeah.
When I'm on stage, God takes over, and I
Yeah.
just do what I love.
Yeah.
And the third one
Yeah.
is having the support of the fans
Yeah.
and my husband
Yeah.
and my little doggy.
Your little doggy.
Yeah.
Oh,
My little doggy. She's a little
kind.
Maltese.
Yes.
She's
Yeah.
a Maltese, but she's a senior now. She just
Okay.
had a 16th birthday.
Okay.
Like I told her, she couldn't get a car because she
Yeah.
don't have a license. But yeah, I'm talking about a fur baby. I'm talking about a fur baby. She's 16, a senior.
Yeah.
But there's always challenges when they get older. But
Yeah.
I'm just blessed to have the surroundings of people that love you and care and still support you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you and Freddie been married 34 years?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
34 years.
Forever. Ever.
Yeah, right,
That's
right.
amazing.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Go
Yeah.
ahead, honey. Tell them.
Just learning how to forgive a person.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
we all gonna make mistakes, but sometimes my wife, she doesn't forgive me.
No. Don't say the wife don't forget. We don't forget. Women don't forget.
Don't
Oh,
forget.
no,
Y'all
that's
don't.
Well,
That's not.
that's reasonable.
Women don't forget things. Y'all hate that because
Yeah.
we remember.
Yeah.
That's right.
The men don't like when we remember.
Oh no,
Can't
we
forget
love
nothing.
it.
Because if it's time to bring it back, we're going to let you know.
Why you bring that up?
Because it's the truth.
Right.
I know y'all hear me out there. That's the truth.
Why you bring that up?
We love y'all, but we don't forget what y'all
That
do
was
if you do
15,
something.
15 years ago.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Love you to death, but we don't forget.
Yeah.
But at the same time, mine is I don't want to wake up to another. When I say I do to this person, God has gifted us with, a union together.
Mhm.
Mine is I want to see that same face when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't have time to look at another person laying inside of me.
Uh-huh. I love
This
that.
is
Yeah.
who I said I do to.
Yeah.
And it's either going to be forever or you're going to be gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I ain't going to tell you how
so
you
what
going to
does
go.
that mean?
Freddie, like, wait a minute. Am I about to
All
make
right, if y'all hear something like Freddie's dead, you know what happened.
No,
he ain't.
No, you just gonna play the record of
Right.
Freddie dead. That
Right.
song.
No, he ain't. Yeah.
It's not gonna be me doing that.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be a shame.
No,
Okay.
it's
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm only going by what my parents was married 46 years before they passed.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Together.
love.
So
yeah.
if you think about that, that's 46 years.
Yeah.
We're in our 34, going on 35, December 3rd.
Yeah.
So mine was listening to my parents. No matter what they
on
were
the
going
on
through,
the career, the music, and the marriage,
Everything.
all that was huge influence.
already.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So knowing that they were there together and battle, she's always said, if you can't bend together, you can't stay together.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
That's a
We're
great
doing
Yeah.
foundation.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Freddie, you know, you're a musician. You guys are both in the industry. Did you all meet in the industry?
Yeah, but tell them about you.
Yeah.
Well,
Real quick.
I went to Berkeley College of Music,
Uh-huh.
1981 to 85.
Yeah.
And I've been studying for this for years, all my life.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted as soon as I got out of high
As
school.
soon as you got out, you knew. Yeah.
So, and that was my way to get out of, a certain area. I was in Tennessee, and it was small. And sometimes the opportunities doesn't come that often in the small cities.
Yeah.
So they said, well, let's go to Berkeley. So my English teacher gave me a plane ticket. and
Wow.
said, yeah. She said, you
Wow.
could do anything.
Wow,
as
man.
long-
She invested that. Like,
Oh, yeah,
look,
she-
I see it
yeah.
in you. Go do it.
Yeah. So she
Yeah.
said, go do it. And I've been doing it ever since.
Wow.
So I was at a club, Bon Appetit in Westwood, and I was playing for Don Cornelius,
They had a party.
and they had a party,
Yeah.
and this lady was sitting in front of me, which was Evelyn, but she was there with some other guys. So in Tennessee, we don't be checking out nobody else's lady. So my head was down. I was doing my thing. And then she had to use the
couldn't help
restroom,
yourself,
so
huh?
she went
Yeah,
to the
look at
restroom.
No, I acted like I had to use the restroom because I was staring at him.
Okay.
Look at this.
Oh, she
I
was make the
was.
switch.
When the movie
yeah,
coming
because
out? When the
I
movie?
was staring at him. My mother always told me to go for what you want. I'm from originally from New York.
Okay.
So we go for
Yeah,
what we want.
yeah. New York
And
is
I
the-
knew what I wanted.
Well,
Freddie, you got
no,
knocked
really.
off.
She said, "Come here,
No, I
You got knocked off.
you come here."
just so everybody out there in Radio Land, just so you know, if you look on Unsung, you'll hear the complete story of what happened. I can give you a little bit snippets. We don't have all day because it's a long one, but I'll give you the medium snippet. I end up walking to act like I had to go to ladies' room. I had on a long maxi coat with a mini skirt underneath.
Okay.
And I came in because everybody was like, "Oh, that's Evelyn Champagne." He was not paying it no attention.
Oh.
I was attracted to that already because
Okay.
do what you do.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not about me. It was just, I'm a person. That's number one.
All right.
When I walked in, this man, something just drew me to him on stage. I
Yeah.
think it was the Jerry curl.
Back then we had that.
We had his Jerry
yeah.
curl.
Yeah.
He had his Jerry curl. He had on MC Hammer pants. He was as skinny as a pencil. And he was playing his guitar, but he was the cutest thing up there.
Hey.
And I was like, oh, he's so cute. And I walked in, but I was with this other guy. I had just lost my child.
Oh.
And I moved to California. So I was busy trying to find my way, right?
Yeah.
So this guy, they're from the Pretty Boys in Cali. They, one
Pretty
of them
Boy.
said, well, that's what they call themselves. And he wanted to take me out. He was like, it's Don Cornelius having a party, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I went, yeah, I'll go. I needed to clear my head just for a moment, you know?
Right.
He took me out, but yet he was sitting there, but he was rubbing on my hand. And I'm like, you're not getting none of this. I was really serious because it was like, no. I said, I didn't come here. No, that ain't
Right.
what I'm here for.
Okay.
But then I was like, who's the guy on stage?
She like,
Right.
you ain't getting none.
Who is that?
I done already moved on, sir.
But he was so innocent. He just seemed like how you see an innocent looking person and you go, well, that's gonna change. But
Wait, did you pop that leg out? Did you pop that
Yes,
leg
I
out of that
did.
coat? I know she did.
I was walking with my long coat on, and I know, like I said, I had the mini on, and I just pulled my leg out, so you can see. I swung the coat so you can see my
Then
leg.
he really got into
He
that
peeked
that
up.
note. Yeah.
He
yeah.
went like that, and we met eyes. And I went in my head. I went, got you, son.
I love that.
And then, this is the funny part. He
Yeah.
just was sitting in the room. They went off for 15 minutes. You know how they take
Yeah,
breaks.
take a break, right.
So I'm like, okay, where did they go? You know, I went back to sit down with the person I was sitting with. I'm not gonna call his name, but I was sitting there, and I know he feels bad at us today because every time he see Freddie, he go, "Hey man,"
Right.
you know, because he probably like.
I'm not letting you play no sets around me.
Right. She was
you
like,
still
"Got
alive,
him."
Freddie?
But he was so innocent, and he was sitting. I heard this noise. I went, "Where'd the band go?" And he said, "Oh, they're in the back, you know, chilling out." So Freddie, all I heard was, he was cleaning the strings of his guitar, you know. So I just knocked on the door and said hi. My name was Evelyn. Of course, he didn't know who the hell I was. I thought that was cute.
He was being bad.
He had no clue.
He
Never
no
heard
clue.
of Shame. None of that. He gonna lie and say he did. Never heard Shame.
Well, of course I've heard Love
No.
Come Down, and
That was after the fact. I'm talking about Shame, husband.
Oh,
He ain't-
Shame.
Right.
Well,
That's the one we're talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
I'm into back then. I still
Funk.
Parliament Funkadelic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
Which was the tour that I was on with Parliament Funkadelic. So,
Now, Freddie.
and I was the only young lady on tour with Barcades,
Okay.
Parliament Funkadelic, Sun, Gap Band, the only female kid.
Yeah.
And my father was with me on the road because he
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
"Y'all mess
No.
with my daughter.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
shoot
break.
every
Yeah.
last one of 'em."
Right.
And he was serious. He was ready for every.
Yeah.
You ask any of those groups, they go, "Oh yeah, we remember Miss King, Pop King." Yeah, he wouldn't play. He was like,
Yeah.
"Nah." And so everybody started calling me Little Evelyn. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh Lord, I gotta hear this all day." But it was cute.
Yeah.
But
And-
when I seen him in
Yeah.
back, I just said, "Here's my phone number. Give me a call when you get a chance."
And how long did it
Okay.
take you, man?
it took me about
2 weeks first to call me.
You,
Yeah.
you was nervous?
not nervous. I was just busy. You know, just trying to be.
Oh, Freddie
you know,
was playing hard to get.
Right.
Oh,
Look
no,
at
no.
Freddie. Yeah, he was.
But you ain't play too hard though. You didn't play too long
No, I
because
just- yeah.
the marriage came shortly.
Oh, yeah.
thereafter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 months after.
2 months after.
Listen,
Wow.
Miss
But
But I
Evelyn
made my
King
favorite
ain't
dish,
playing.
which was spaghetti.
Uh-oh.
And he ate
She
that,
got you
and
with
I
the
got it.
Yeah, I
spaghetti.
think something was in that spaghetti.
First it was the leg, then the spaghetti.
But it's been a blessing to
Yeah.
have someone that you really love,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that loves you for you,
Yeah.
and
When's the
that's
book
what I
coming?
wanted, huh?
When's the marriage
Oh.
book coming?
I don't know. We need to.
Oh no, I'm planning on having
Yeah.
a marriage book. I want to, of course, do my own,
Yeah.
as far as how I got discovered and
Yeah.
being in the business and
Yeah.
how it is. It's you got to make sure you have things right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
I don't like just putting out, just like you
Right.
haven't heard new music, but I do have a new Love Come Down, which is in dance version.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that is out already.
Yeah. On the house side. Yeah.
And went #1
Yeah.
after
Yes.
2 weeks of coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to get back in there.
I haven't stopped.
Yeah.
They don't keep me off the road.
I'm talking about putting the album out.
They don't keep me off
Right,
the road.
right,
How
right.
you gonna do it?
You can do it. You can do it now.
Yeah.
You can do it now. They can put something in your office in your room.
That's what I did.
Well, that's what he did.
I'm pushing. I'm
But
pushing
yeah,
her. You see, I'm
but
pushing her, right?
That's our office. Who stays in there?
Well, I do.
Don't
but,
get Freddie
gotta-
beat up.
Right, right. Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get Freddie beat down.
Yeah.
No. But I told her. I said, those days are gone now. So let's put it out under your own label. So my record is called company's called Foxhole Records.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yes,
I can go.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can go under his label. I've always been about independent.
Yeah.
So I was happy when that independency came.
When it happened,
You know,
yeah,
you can
yeah.
do your own thing because, there's differences with record companies, and
Yeah.
I want to see what I see for me,
Yeah.
what I've been working hard for.
Yes.
You
And-
didn't
and
do
they-
that back in the day. You didn't see it.
They was
Yet
trying to
still
what
finding it.
they was trying to look. Evelyn, we
locked
need
up
you to sound
everything.
this way. We need you to sing
Oh, yeah.
this
Yes.
song. This is the way to yeah.
You
And
can
I
only
need to
work-
find my money. That's what I was
Right,
trying
right,
to
right.
That's what I mean.
Right.
That's what I want to explain, to a lot of the people that are
Yeah.
getting into business. Some of them have their different ways of doing things, but I had to learn hard.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was no money. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm working hard. Where's my money?
Where's the money?
Yes.
So I had to get a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I found some money.
Yeah.
That royalties, the
Yeah.
things you're supposed to receive. It's about the business being
Yeah.
true to what you believe in.
Yeah.
I believe in we work hard for it. We should see what we work hard
Right.
for.
And how long did it take you to see that you wasn't getting that
When I
money?
was in my 50s.
In your 50s.
Wow.
I'm 64 going on 65. It's
Wow.
ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You 64?
You know what? Slap him. That's husband, ladies. If your husband does
Wow.
that to you, just look at him and go, whatever.
And to go through that, I'm pretty sure you had close folk who you thought had your back.
Exactly. Did not have my back.
Did not have your
Yes.
back in your
Because
face
you have to remember, I was 14 when I got
when you got
discovered
discovered.
from Theodore Life.
Mm.
Then when I was 15, I was on the road nonstop.
Mhm.
Had my own tour bus, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, so you grew up in this.
Yeah.
little-
Yeah, I didn't even get to finish. I went to 10th grade, then I went to 11th grade, and I was out on the tour. But the 11th grade thing was on with tutors on the bus. My mother and father hired someone. They were busy hitting on me instead of working.
You know
Yeah.
I
why.
was like, you know what, y'all gotta go.
So no prom, none of that stuff.
No, and that's something I'm working on because I want to have my first prom in my
See?
living room.
See?
Oh, I love
That's
that.
what I want. That's on my bucket list.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Still do that.
You've been
Aw.
saying that for how long?
Freddie, you got
I
to get
don't
your
know.
tux.
But see, I went
We
to
gotta get
prom.
the
I'm
gown,
sorry,
yes.
but,
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to prom.
See,
Yeah.
you had your hoochie
Yeah.
mama on the prom.
Why you calling her hoochie?
I know
You
her.
don't even know who she is. She could be
like-
dead.
Okay.
You're not supposed to defend the hoochie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but she looked nice.
Okay.
They had a nice photo.
Oh, you saw that? Huh?
Yeah, you showed it to me. I ain't seen it since. Where'd you put that?
Are you had it,
He
Freddie?
went
Is it in the garage?
Right.
Freddie, is that picture in the garage?
No,
Right.
leave it.
It's
Leave
on.
it.
He threw it away. He threw it
He
away.
hides stuff. No,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, all around the whole thing about me, basically with the business is, you have to learn your craft. There's still so much more to learn in the business because it's not over. Every day is something new
Something
going
new,
on.
every day.
Like when the what do you call it? Social media and all this
Yeah.
stuff, streaming came on and came to the scene.
Yeah.
You still got to be careful because now they're finding out that it's not as good as it used to be
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
when it first started.
Snoop was talking. We had a talk one time. He told me, he said, "Man, it ain't like it ain't
I heard
like
him.
you think."
He said that on
I
another.
said,
yeah,
"Damn, yeah."
it's different.
I said, "Wow."
You
Yeah.
gotta find your. It's like you're sitting up, being your manager, road manager, producer, stage person. You're doing too many hats,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not supposed to do that. That's why there's people out there professionally to be hired.
Correct.
If you can't pay them, you're gonna be learning forever for yourself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's difficult because
Yeah.
that was the beginning, though.
Yeah.
That was where I got. I mean, everybody back in the day got ripped off.
Yeah.
A lot of us got ripped
Wow.
off.
Yeah.
It's just that I didn't realize how bad it was going to be. I mean, I'm grateful that I had, I was able to buy my mom and dad a house,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
got her a car.
Yeah.
I got myself a little car,
Mm-hmm.
and then that was it.
So do you think it was because of all the money you was making from the shows, where you didn't see the money from the music, from the concerts?
The shows and what they sold.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's like you
All
don't
of
really see, all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're sitting back going, wait a minute, this don't look right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't. I mean, I would love to see myself on, on the stars and all the things.
Yeah.
Of course, they're gonna be walking on you and
Yeah,
everything. But as long as you don't do some other stuff on, I'm fine. But
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I'm getting my flower, like they say. Oh, girl, go ahead and get your
Absolutely.
flowers. I hear that a lot, and I'm going, yeah. What do they wait until you get close?
No, that
But-
needs
Yeah.
to happen. Yes.
It needs to happen because you're being recognized. It's nice to be recognized from your own people, your own peers.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's nice to be recognized in a way of saying, don't just give it to me because so and so is getting theirs. Let's try. and
Right.
get
Right.
that.
Right.
Give it to me when it was due.
Yeah.
I am due every single day, just
Yeah.
like Chaka, Patty, all of
Yeah.
them. They were before me.
Yeah.
They paved the way for me.
Yes.
I'm paying the way for the ones that are after me,
Yeah.
and they don't even acknowledge us.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
We was talking about this yesterday, on how there's a certain generation that just don't know or don't take the time to know the music,
Yes.
the comedians, the history. Like, we knew. That's all we heard coming up was all the old schools, the
That's
Temptations, the OJs.
That's right.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what we grew up on.
They
We
don't
knew
pass
that.
along that music history, like because I listen to everything my parents listen to,
Right.
everything
That's
my
right.
older sisters
Yeah.
listen to. Now,
Yeah.
you know, you go 10 years down for me, they don't know anybody, where anything came from, no
No.
samples, where they came from, nothing.
Yeah.
And they don't give you the respect of saying it.
Yeah.
Even if they did find out.
Yes.
Yeah.
They go, oh, yeah, man, she came out. We do some gigs with people that just came out, and they act like they was, you know.
Yeah.
I want to say it. You know, I want to just walk up to them and go, you haven't gotten there yet. So
Right,
don't
right.
have that attitude with us.
Right.
I want to say that,
Yeah.
but I feel like this. You're going to learn.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Because
Don't
you're gonna
teach
go, you're gonna look back and go, "Oops, was that? Oops." They
Yeah.
do that to me. They do that to Freddie.
Yeah.
He'll go, "Man, don't be acting like this. Evelyn's getting ready to go on, and y'all, you know, my
Yeah.
husband always, you know, got my back."
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's because I don't want to be the one they be like, "Evelyn's a B."
Yeah.
No, you ain't gonna say that about me unless you're gonna get knocked out. I'm sorry, I'm from New York, but I will still
Right.
hold on my ground of where I come from.
Right.
Oh, that's
Right?
right.
But when they get their little attitudes and things, I'm going, they gotta learn and
Yeah.
they gotta respect us.
Yeah.
And we're not children.
Yeah.
So don't act like you
Correct.
Yeah, you
That's
know,
real.
I mean,
That's
just
right.
show respect to get it.
Yeah.
Because in the long run, when we're gone, it's your turn to show the ones coming after you.
Yeah.
Yes. You hope that somebody gonna be
You
singing
hope.
your song 40 years later.
Exactly.
Because now your songs only last 3 weeks.
Listen.
That's true. That's true.
Exactly.
There's no 7 hits on an album.
That's true.
You only get 2 nowadays.
That's true.
With the
Yeah.
young heads.
And my husband will tell you, I do these cruises,
Yeah.
and I'm getting ready to do the Soul Train cruise
Okay.
for November,
Okay.
right? It was too funny. We were in the elevator of the cruise, Ultimate Disco Cruise, and the lady pulls out her 8-track. I went,
Oh,
wow.
Not the 8-track.
She said, Evelyn, I have you on the 8-track. Would you sign this for me? I was so happy to sign
Yeah.
it, but I was sitting up going, wow, it's been that long. Even to myself.
I
you
love
know?
that.
That's
I
dope.
love
That's
that.
dope.
That's a
yes.
beautiful thing
Yeah.
when you can have those memories passed on to you.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. And I have to say, you know, big ups to my fans that really, really cared for 48 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm close to hitting the 50 mark. That's like a big to-do. To me, every day is a big to-do.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, to say thank you and I'm blessed.
Yeah.
So, but he'll tell you all the time. I have no ego about it. I just speak on it,
Yeah.
you know, and I get hurt and offended that some things that I should be doing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there.
Yeah.
Like when I look on television, I'm watching certain things and I'm going, really? I should be sitting up there,
Yeah.
you know, being the judge, being judges on certain shows.
Correct. Yeah.
Or being in those certain shows. Of course, it also comes with who you have working with you.
Yeah.
It's certain things going on, but there's a struggle. They got to want you there.
Yeah.
No, we need you on social media because people need to hear your personality because
Yeah.
I love you.
I'm on social media
Yes.
a lot, but I need to be, you mean like a podcast or something?
Yes, we need to hear
Yeah.
you
I was
talking
thinking about
because
putting
that's
my
the
own
move.
together,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to do that. I mean, I'm telling you, because
Yeah.
I would probably be blinking, cutting off.
No.
They would love
We
you.
can
Pushing
show-
the
we
wrong
can-
buttons.
yeah.
I'm a video gamer, so I might
Yeah.
be pushing wrong buttons. I'm being honest, y'all.
Yeah.
I'll come in a radio thing. I always told them I always wanted to be a DJ. At
Yeah.
first.
You want to mix it up, huh?
I wanted to be a DJ. I had
I
my
wanted
own little
to.
radio station back in the day.
Yeah.
It's called WDYD.
Okay.
Wow.
And that means, why do you disco? That was in the disco day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
See, I'm living it now, honey. I'm
Yeah.
living my dream.
Yeah.
It's
Go.
never too
Live it
late.
all.
It's never too
We
late
need
to leave.
more.
No.
To live your
Well,
dream.
well,
yeah, I
well
wanna do it.
definitely, man. Welcome to Cleveland again.
Thank you,
And-
Cleveland,
and-
for having me.
Yes, and this weekend, tomorrow, you guys come on out to the Civic Center right there, 3130 Mayfield Road, Cleveland Heights, man. The greatest R&B Legends Music Awards. They do it big every year. It gets bigger and bigger, man. And it's going to be a wonderful show. And thank you all for taking out the time.
And
Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you.
And
Yeah,
I will
man.
I will
Thank you.
acknowledge you fans because I know you're gonna be there
Yeah.
to support us always, and I thank you.
No doubt. We got more coming up, y'all. ZAK.